Hello world, and welcome to Elevated Intuition. Today we are going to do a celebrity reading. First, I got a request to do an update on the Ben and Jennifer situation. They got married, what was it? That was a hot wedding of last year. It's been over 6 months now, in dog years. I mean, celebrity years, that's like 7 years. So we'll look into that. And then we've got Harry. He came out with a new book, which is just selling gangbusters. So obviously there's a lot of intrigue around Harry and what's going on with the royal family. So we'll do a reading about Harry. And then that was it until I saw Kanye West. Kanye West is apparently just gotten married. So he has just been nuts recently. There's an astronomical amount of money that is going out to his ex-wife. His new wife, which hasn't been made official yet or legal because there's not been paperwork filed. However, he is apparently wearing a ring on that finger. His new wife is Bianca, or he's been hanging out with Bianca. And if you look her up online, we'll just say that he has a type. So she is 27 and she works for Yeezy. That's his brand. And by all accounts here, she looks like she is actually pretty well put together as far as, it's not just a physical thing. Is what I'm getting at here. The only cups card, though, when we're asking about a relationship or marriage, is this Four of Cups. So I hope that, she can bring some stability in for him, because the Four of Cups, 4 is a number of stability. If you think about it, your chair has four legs. So when you're sitting on it, you feel really stable. Now, this has 2 figures on here, this particular Four of Cups, and we've got one figure, a goose, holding the umbrella over the other one, while the other one is in sorrow. So I kind of think he sees her as someone who has kind of uplifted him out of his misery, uplifted him out of his sorrow. And I hope that's true. I hope that she is a stabilizing force for him. We have the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Wands. Now, when I am doing readings like this, I really do see the court cards as people. So when we're talking about her, Queen of Pentacles is really interesting. Do think there is an element, though, that she is interested in his money, even though I think that she does have accomplishments of her own. But look at her holding this pentacle. She, though, the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who, she knows what she wants. She's able to balance a lot of different things. We have a rabbit here on the Queen of Pentacles, which means that it can balance work life and home life. So I don't think that she's gonna stop doing what she's doing. I think she really likes her job. She is an architect, and she works, I'm not exactly sure what her role is at his company, but she's somebody who creates things. But Pentacles is also very grounding, so I feel like she is a grounding force for him. This representing him would be the King of Wands, somebody who is creative, and he probably benefits from that. He probably benefits from her grounding force. We've got kind of a little bit of polar opposites going on with the Ace of Swords and the Page of Swords, because if we had a brand new beginning here, I feel like there's some things that are still coming up that are anchored in his past, and honestly, how could there not be? Because the Ace of Swords would be upright if it were playing nicely with the Page of Swords. I think he is moving forward very slowly. However, there's certainly a lot of things in his mind that need to be unlocked and let go. He definitely has like a lot of baggage here. And I'm not even talking about relationships. I just feel like there's a lot of chaos coming in his mind. However, I do really much see Bianca and these two cards, and I'm hoping that she is a good influence for him in that way. You know, I always hope for everyone that they do, like, as crazy as he's been recently, I would like to see him stable. I would like to see him creating. I would like to see him moving forward. And these two are great cards for that. So really for a relationship, I would love to see the Lovers. I would love to see Two of Cups. I would love to see something like that. And you know, Four of Cups really isn't the best in a relationship because you're not looking at each other either. Like, helping each other out, I feel like he appreciates her for that. I think he appreciates her, but I don't, you know, hopefully it evolves and she's just not a rebound girl, or she's just not a crutch for him. So I just want to, okay. I just want to get, these cards aren't cooperating. What else can you tell us about Kanye and Bianca? Kanye and Bianca, wedding rumors. Okay, we get Aldera. Glorification and invocation. Success is determined by your mindset. Treat your journey with patience. It's interesting that comes in over here out of the Four of Cups, because these two are not the best mindsets. And I would really like to see him in a better mindset moving forward. And we'll see. We'll see if he is. Certainly the past couple months, not the best mindset. And then we get, I'll take both of these. They came out, so we'll take them. This is Alboten, reconciliation and serenity. In order to be approached by others, you first must encounter your anger. So, and this is Gemini and Cancer right here. So it you know, these relate back to the signs. And this is Aries. So certainly a lot of Aries energy. And I was talking about with the Ace of Swords over here, the kind of, and even in this Four of Cups, this looking into the past, I feel like there is a lot of trapped anger there. And if he wants to have, you know, move forward with a successful relationship with anyone, he does need to face that Algoraba, sorry. Shadow work and awakening. The night will come and she will hold your fear. It is the darkness when the moon blazes. So that is very interesting as well, that it comes in here, because I was talking about, you know, these two figures here in the Four of Cups, her holding his fear, and I hope that is true for them. But I also hope that they have like, you know, that she's getting her needs met as well, because I do feel like he's getting his needs met. However, when she's represented here as the Queen of Pentacles, I think she is focused on herself as well, but there is some caring for him, but a lot of Swords energy, a lot of air energy, a lot of thoughts, and a lot of for him moving forward. Really, there's a lot of things that he needs to let go and learn from the past and grow from the past to move forward. So very interesting. We'll see how that goes, and let me know what you guys think about that situation. Moving on to Harry. Wow. The Fool reversed and one more of these. We get 7 of Pentacles reversed, and then we get the 2 of Pentacles reversed. So it's wow for me. Wow. Okay. All of these coming out. So if you watch my channel at all, you know that I don't take a full reversals. I read reversals, but this is all, the whole spread is in reverse. And that in and of itself tells me something, especially when we've got the 2 major arcana here is the Fool reverse and the Chariot reverse. That is about movement. That is about moving forward. And it's just some really stuck energy. And I feel like from his book, from the excerpts that I've seen, that there's like really a freedom that is missing for him. I think that this isn't going to give him maybe the financial freedom that he hopes for. It's really interesting that we've got the 5 of Pentacles here. The result might be that the family, because I feel like he feels separated from the family already. The results might be that it's even a greater separation from the family, even greater that they're pushing him out. I don't know. I almost think he didn't think that would happen. However, the whole book is kind of like a grenade, really. It's kind of like grenading that whole relationship. The whole thing is very sad, honestly. Whether you like the royal family or not, somebody writing a tell-all book about your family, you know, it kind of feels like certainly a desperation. And when everything came out in reverse, it just felt like he felt really stuck. And he's been doing all of these things because he and Meghan have been, you know, there's a lot, like there's news all the time about them trying to do something. So I think finally this is going to give him what he wants in terms of separation, because it almost seems like he wants the separation. He wants to be removed. 2 of Pentacles, this talks about a balance. And I kind of feel like there's an out of balance. You know, there's a balance between almost his parents, between it's almost like a duality too, where you have his mom on one side and his dad on the other, and they're like pulling against each other. And I think he was just sick of trying to balance all of that. I do feel like the book is cathartic for him. I don't feel like it's gonna fully heal him. He probably needs some therapy. But I feel like, you know, and he wasn't, obviously he was involved in the writing, but there's a ghost writer who wrote the book itself. I'm not sure it gets quite the payoff for him that he wants. However, there certainly is some movement here. There's movement forward for him and Meghan, and seems like the movement forward would be away from his family. The 5 of Pentacles, like for you and me, normal people, when we're in the 5 of Pentacles, like we're living paycheck to paycheck. We've got illnesses. We've got, you know, bills due that we don't know how we can pay. I think that honestly, if he wanted to go back to his family, if he wanted to resume his title, if he wanted to, whatever duties he has, it's not like they're asking a lot of him in his duties. He could go back at any time. I don't feel like the family is necessarily pushing him away as much as he and Meghan are pushing them away and moving away like, oh no, poor me, poor me, poor me. Which he's never going to be destitute. The Fool is super interesting coming in here just because there's a couple things with the Fool. Brand new beginnings and movement. I almost think that when he, like, his end goal with writing the book, like everything that's going to happen related to it, like it almost is like he didn't fully think it through. The Fool wouldn't. But the other aspect of the Fool is, and it's kind of present in his book as well, because he calls it even the Spare. You know, we got the Heir and the Spare. And that's pretty brutal kind of thinking. Like, he's not really necessary, but he's like the fallback, the plan B, that kind of thing. However, anybody who is a celebrity or anybody who is, I mean, even this reading, we're looking into somebody else's life, and we're holding people on a pedestal for whatever reason, for either they had talent in some way and we look up to them, but at some point it's just a really weird thing that happens. Like, they fly too close to the sun and then we look at them and try to tear them down. Even now, Meghan and Harry, you know, everybody has very, I mean, the people who actually know them in person is very few versus the people who are espousing opinions on each of them online of like, oh, I love them, I hate them, I love her hair, I love his outfit, that kind of thing. And that is, it's the Fool. The Fool it holds themselves out there. For everybody to look at, for everybody to make fun of, for everybody to comment on, for everybody to have a point of focus on. And the reason that happens in our society is then it makes it a little bit easier to be ourselves, I guess. When we look at Harry and Meghan and we think, wow, you know, this is a guy who married a woman who is destroying his family. Like, we can go, well, at least that's not happening to me. I mean, yes, he's rich and presumably has this great life, like we think that all rich people do. But when we start peeling back the layers and seeing them, we're like, wow, like, that sounds terrible. I don't want to be them. I'm glad I am who I am. So so when this came out, I was like, wow, because the Hyoka empath took me a minute to think of that. Which is often associated with the Fool as well. The court jester, the clown, it's somebody who, like, they enjoy a certain amount of status, but really they serve at our whim. They're there to entertain us. So sometimes I think he feels like there's a dynamic between him and his brother, his brother is going to be king, or maybe even him and his father, because of what happened to his mother, which is very sad at a young age. But I think there's a sense of purpose for him that's an issue. He doesn't feel like he has a purpose, which is very sad, but it's a very human experience as well. So for you and I watching him and Meghan and this whole family feud, I mean, it's entertaining for us because, wow, that's not us. You know, like, oh, I've got a good relationship with my dad, great. Or I don't blame my dad for killing my mom. That's positive. So there's that element too, that he has been held up as a, you know, as entertainment for everybody else. But a lot of his book talks about, though, like, his brother was more important, or, you know, because he was going to be king someday because he was older, and You know, he was just really put into this role. He didn't actively look for it or seek it out. However, like everything that he's done for as an adult, and I feel like he needs to step up and take responsibility now for what he's done as an adult, what he has created, his book, his marriage, where he now lives, what he has done, that is what he has done. That is what he has created. Seven of Pentacles, that's the work that he's put in, that's the work that he's created. And I think that what he's working on is how people see him, or how, like, I almost think he wants to be his brother in a way, but he's not. But I mean, how can you not want that? Or how could you not, like, there's a whole like list in of like who's on the successor to the throne. Like, there's a whole list. I mean, it's a common knowledge like list that's kept out there, and I can't imagine growing up like that. Like, there's this job, it's so close to you, you could possibly have it, it's the most important job, it's very glamorous, everybody wants it. Oh wait, now you've been bumped and you've been bumped and you've been bumped. So I kind of get the a little bit of insanity here. But right now, what we're looking at is really the fruit of his labor, the book, and I hope that it represents him the way that he really wants to be represented, because I'm not sure that he fully thought it through. And there is certainly an element of this victimhood in the Five of Pentacles. When I went through that, like, there's a completely different level of victimhood between where he's at and where you and I are at. But if, so very interesting with that. And just, yes, there's only so much I can feel bad at him about, right? I'm gonna get 2 more of these. Okay, that's healing and love. Wow, there's a lot coming out like that. So hopefully this is surrender and awareness. So hopefully this is healing for him. I think especially involving his mother. Like, there's been a lot of accusations around the royal family coming from people who can say that, but he's like within the family saying that. So I'm just looking at the word. It means, you can see what it says. You can see the word alimquidam, divine source and love. When two souls encounter and they welcome romance, their hearts are bonded and fated, and fate becomes unbreakable. That is pretty crazy, because it would indicate that, yeah, Harry and Meghan, are the real deal, which is surprising to me, honestly. Healing and dissolution. Treat your healing with resilience. Rub your bruises gently. So this Two of Pentacles over here, this is where I was talking about, like, that balance that he's had to have between his mother and what happened to her, obviously is very jarring. So maybe that's why he really found Meghan, like somebody that's outside of all of that. Surrender and awareness. Great things follow those who dare descend to the depths of their existence. So I hope that, because I kind of really feel like these cards over here is the future, or what they're doing now, and I hope they get out of this victimhood mentality, and it's kind of what turns everybody off about them. That they understand that they're adults now, and their movement forward and what they're building is of their own labor, and maybe some gratitude. I would like to see some gratitude, because we don't have the budget they have, and they still seem to be whining about it. But I do feel like they're moving forward together. They're moving forward and creating now their own thing, and that's, good for them, great for them. Who doesn't want that? And I hope that he finds something valuable there. I hope that he finds some substance there, where I feel like within his family, he didn't feel like he was very valued, or there wasn't substance there. He was at a loss for what his purpose was. And, it feels really good when you work for something and you get, you're recognized and you get your purpose. Don't think he's done. I think there's more to this. We'll see. We'll see. So that's what I have for Harry and Meghan. Let's talk about Ben and Jennifer. All right, Ben and Jennifer update. What are they doing right now? Okay. Looks like they're just chilling a little bit, maybe hanging out with friends. The honeymoon is over though. We have the star reversed. What else can you tell us about Ben and Jennifer? Okay, karma and ooh, Queen of Swords. I'm almost thinking Queen of Swords came up the last reading. I would see, but this is reversed. So interesting. We've got the star reversed. We've got Queen of Swords reversed. We've got karma here. Gosh. In a relationship reading, the Three of Cups can often be a three-party situation. We've got the star reversed and we've got the hangman. Hangman is just kind of like a wait and see situation. Sometimes it is a crossroads and there's choices. So what choices they're making, I'm not sure because I'm not in their shoes, but it's, yeah, the karma and the Queen of Swords reversed. I'm just like, wow. Those are not things that you want to see in a relationship reading. Karma, there's ups, there's downs. The star though is not seeing the positives to any of the downs, and the Queen of Swords, when she's in reverse, oh my gosh, this is when mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. You do not want to be around a Queen of Swords when she's in reversed. She is a very powerful queen, and we're talking about Ben and Jennifer here. So Jennifer demanding, and it seems like it's really difficult to keep her happy. Really, gosh, I wanted them to make it when I first saw them as a couple. When was that? Early 2000s. So balance and wealth. Let's see, I'm going to get two more of these. Wow. Okay. So this is balance and wealth. Witness your desires blossom and expand when you simply ask for what your soul demands, right? And we get the ups and the downs here in this Wheel of Fortune. So sometimes it's, going really great. This is Libra. That's about balance. And but the rest of the cards are not that positive. Hostility and enmity. Do not allow your ego to blind your soul. Offer benevolence to those who despise you. I feel like, though, we've got a lot of ego in this. And, we've got the star reverse. Star is about hope. Star is such a beautiful card. It's like one of the most beautiful cards in the whole deck. And when I see it reversed next to this Wheel of Fortune, I kind of feel like they're at the bottom of the wheel. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. And it's just the hostility is kind of taken over here for whatever reason. The other thing is you can't control other people. You have to just, like, the Queen of Swords would be blaming her lack of happiness on other people, but she is the only one who can make herself happy. And I kind of feel like, you know, I imagine it's really difficult to be in that situation, to be this diva pop star and everybody is coming to you and offering you things or trying to make you happy. I imagine it's very difficult to be in a relationship where you're supposed to share the spotlight. And then we get poison and medicine. In order to heal, we first must shed our pain and fear. So yeah, this Hanged Man is telling us, take a break, take a meditation, focus on yourself. It's beautiful here with all the little birds around there. Maybe she needs to focus on some career for a little bit if her relationship isn't going great. Again, I haven't heard anything. I just had somebody ask for an update on this. So what we would love to see is Cups cards. The only Cups cards we get here is the Three of Cups, which again, in a relationship reading could mean a third party situation. It can also mean that they're having a great time with their friends. So we'll have to wait out and see. But when I see it with the Star reversed and I just keep coming back to this Queen of Swords reversed, because it seems like Mama ain't happy. And then I think we got Queen of Swords for Jennifer in the last reading, and it's been a minute. But I think we got King of Pentacles reversed for Ben. So it's kind of like, I'm not sure that he can handle what she needs and requires from him, but nobody can. She has to handle it herself and then, you know, be a good partner to somebody else. But there's certainly a lot of demanding energy here. And again, karma. Sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down. This wheel keeps turning. And I think the Hanged Man comes in here as like a way for them to turn it around. You know, be in the other, you know, put yourself in that other person's shoes, and be open to some change, and maybe just chill for a minute. Just relax before and think things through before you make a decision. A lot of times the Hangman is too like at a crossroads, like we're ready to start a new venture here. So it's very chaotic a little bit as to where they're gonna go. And right now, she doesn't seem very happy. So there you go. There's the update according to the cards. And thanks, and let me know if you want a reading on somebody else. So thanks. Bye.